Okay, let's go with it. I feel like the volume is a bit down. Yeah, it's kind of okay. Oh my bad. Oh, I kind of created quick play. Let me get back. Okay, this is a floodplain. What's up, Musti Gaming? Welcome to the stream. I'm playing as the Greek Empire right now. Just let me know if I'm audible, right? Okay. We gotta move away from this place since these tiles are floodplains. So let's move here maybe, because in the future we might kind of get this wheat tile bonus. And yeah, and this would be our warrior class. Let's move around. Let's get to the next turn. So this, okay, yeah. Ottomans, sure. Let me get back to the main menu and then create another playthrough. Just give me a second. Sorry. Yep. Option. Create game, yeah. Okay, I think I have the Ottomans with me. Let me see. Yep, got them. Let's go to advanced setup and kind of change. I'd add 7 civilizations for now. I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8. I'm gonna add 7 for now. And kind of set the difficulty to warlord and standard. Or should I go epic? Nah, I'd keep it at standard. So this city states, right? City states are kind of like, I don't know. How would I explain this? Well, I'll show you, by the way. This disaster intensity that we balanced for now. Okay, so city states is something like this. So these are city states, right? So you you kind of have to select some of them if you'd like, or just leave it in the default setting. So Some city states include, like, you might have heard of these famous places like Jerusalem. So historically significant places would be classified as city states basically. So if there's Venice, Zanzibar, the DLCs and the expansion packs kind of include a lot more. What do you call? City states, right? But for now, I kind of have the different pack. So these are the city states that are there. Kind of okay with this thing. Now, let me set this up. Okay, so there are multiple victory options. I guess since we are taking the Ottomans, we'll go for domination victory. What do you guys think? And then in the continents, I'd set True Earth huge start location. I'm gonna set this up. I could talk about the victory conditions for a while, but I guess that will be kind of too complicated at the start. So let's just stick to domination victory. Yeah. Okay, so domination victory, and then let's go with, yeah, city states is kind of too much. Let's just set it to 12, and 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Yep, good to go. So this is the Ottoman Empire's kind of abilities, leader abilities, I could say. So here, Great Turkish Bombard. So 50% protection towards siege units. All siege units gain 5 combat strength against district defenses. Since the Ottomans are significantly known for conquering, right? So kind of thing. So hey Con, so this game is called as Civilization 6. Sid Meier's Civilization. So it's a turn-based strategy game, and it's a really long game. So it's kind of like, what do you call it, chess in a way, but more additional stuff that you have to consider. Like, let's say you're basically running a civilization on your own, so you need to take care of the finance, the military, the policies, and every other stuff. So I took Ottoman as for my first playthrough. So you get these kind of bonuses. So there's Grand Vizier bonus, that's a policy making bonus, and there's a special military unit called as the Janissary, and then the Barbary Corsair, is that how we pronounce it? I don't know. And then there's the Grand Bazaar, right? So yeah, let's begin the game. Kind of tips. Okay. Okay, so these troops right here are the city-state troops. So it doesn't, they don't really, what do you call, are hostile basically. So if you wage war against them, yeah, sure, they are hostiles. But city-states in the beginning are usually neutral. So since there are floodplains here, so you basically determine, take a look at the tile, and if there's this patch, you just know that that's a floodplain. So basically, let's say global warming occurs throughout the ages. So here you can see the turn count. At some turn counts, global warming might increase based on the other empires. What do you call? I don't know, global warming output, let's say, gases and stuff. So at that point, this tile will be flooded and stuff. So there are a lot of things contributing to the floods, but so we try to avoid that. Yeah. Now, so the first settler is basically the main thing you need to think about. So basically, what I'm trying to say is that you have to strategically place the first city that you're building, because that's gonna help you in the long time. So we've got stone as a bonus here, and there is silk. I could go here, but that would mean that I couldn't access the coastal areas later on in the game once I find the or discover the uh, let's say shipping technology. Okay, so I'm gonna place it here for now. So the ruler is Suleiman from the Ottoman Empire. So there is no time frame in this. So basically, uh, you start as the early humans, I would say, and then you kind of. So this is like 4000 BC, right? Yeah. Okay. So the exact time frame. This would be your answer, I guess. So 4000 BC, and you start from there, and the game goes until like 500. 500th turn is basically 2050 AD, 2050 AD. You could run through the game after that as well, but once the victory is achieved, it's done. So for now, since I've discovered the first continent, the history what do you call it, gets recorded as you go on. So we've discovered Ottoman Empire makes history. So we've discovered the first continent, which is Europe, basically. So I've started with the true location. Basically, it gives you the actual Earth map and kind of drops the leaders or the ruler on their locations, respective locations. So yeah, so let's move this troop here. By the way, this is a really uh, a long game, so it's really good for marathon kind of stuff. And there is multiplayer option in this. Yeah. Yep. Yep. You're right. Suleiman the Magnificent. Yeah, you're right. That's him. So this is the technology tree. So I would like to kind of, so since I'm aiming for a domination victory. So domination victory is basically you conquer every other civilization's capital, you win the game. So I prefer mining, animal husbandry, or sailing, because animal husbandry gives me horses as the resource. Yeah, it's online. Yeah, you can play online with other players as well. I was thinking of doing a, what do you call, a multiplayer playthrough as well. If you guys are open to it, I'll drop a post on YouTube on my channel, right? Yeah. Okay, so is there any horse as a resource nearby? Nope. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select sailing, so that in the future I might build ships and then send out troops to other nations. So there's this monument. Okay, so let's just let me explain the basic currency of the game. So there is the science per turn currency. So basically, how how you kind of invest into science. That's how you kind of improve your technology throughout the ages. And then there's culture, and there's faith per turn, and there's gold, and this is diplomatic points. That's kind of too confusing, so let's stick to the first four. I'm kind of playing the game as well as teaching stuff. If you guys are have any doubts or interested in the game, just let me know, right? uh, okay, so I'm gonna stick with a scout right now to kind of scope around Europe at least. Next turn. um, let's move around the warrior here. Okay, we just discovered Poland, made contact with Poland. Jadwiga, it's honor to meet you. Sure. Okay, since we made the first contact with another civilization, we've got a tech boost called as writing. So we've got that bonus basically. So you can see that somewhere here. If you open the technology tree, right? See. So it takes 13 turns, but if you were to meet another civilization, the turn would reduce, I guess. I think it was 20 and it turned to 13. Yeah. Okay. Now. Mm, is it? I think I kind of dropped it a bit. options, audio. How about now? Just get through this thing. I guess you can hear me right now. Okay, nothing. Oh, damn. What's causing this problem? Let me check. Was it the case throughout the stream or? Ah, okay. But I guess I have to give you a good experience, right? Hmm. Okay. I'll just figure it out later then. Okay. Just give me a little. Oh, throughout. All right. Let me just give it one last try. Hmm, I think it's supposed to be. Okay, I think that's nice. I'll just sort that out later. Okay. Sorry about that, by the way. Okay, so now, yeah, you can see there's a city state right here. So city states and different civilizations have different stripes. So this has like a two-line thing, and then there's this what do you call it? One shade of color. Let's just run through this. So that's the Poland's capital. Now let's kind of move here. Okay, so there's a coast here. So we found a new resource. It's called amber, right? Those are kind of luxury resources. They help you kind of increase the gold per turn. But just for your like for your information, the background music that runs through right now is relevant to your empire, I would say. So now it's kind of Turkish music going on the background. Now for the scout, I'm gonna go through the. Was planning on going through Europe, but these guys are kind of in the way. So let's go to the Middle East. We'll get another warrior. Okay, so yeah, we discovered a tribal village. See, there's a city state, exactly where Jerusalem is supposed to be. I think this playthrough is gonna get controversial, but okay. Uh, I'm gonna get this right. So what I just did was that's a tribal village. So every time you go through a tribal village, you get this bonus, any sort of bonus. Now for now we've got a promotion bonus. Now let's just go through Jerusalem, and we've met Cyrus of Persia. Okay. Okay, I think got through, they've settled here as well. So I assume that Persia has two cities. I think so, I don't know. Let's see. Now let the scout go through here. Okay. So these are the classes within the for different troops. For this particular troop, I'd say I'll get. Let's go for a defensive stance. So I'm gonna get the tortoise skill, which basically you get 10% defense bonus against ranged units. What do you guys think of the game so far? So this is a really interesting thing. So we made a natural wonder discovery basically. That might give you a bonus as well. I'm so sorry about the audio thing. I'll try to figure it out next time. Right. Yeah. Okay. So we just discovered uh, Sahara El Beida, Hamad Desert. So when you see there's an appeal counter to it. So breathtaking file. Let's say if you were to build housing districts near that place, you get breathtaking view, which means that the people will be happy. So there's a lot of things you need to consider in this game. You need to keep the people happy. You need to be friendly with other civilizations. You try to make policies that help you get the victory that you're going for. So that sort of stuff. And it kind of gives science, culture, and gold bonus as well. So these are the main primary resources that you get in the game. And yeah, now let's go through the next turn. Okay, now I am planning to move through uh, Ukraine and Russia, that side. Now I'm gonna send this warrior to this part of the map so that he kind of scopes out how Persia is looking like, right? Now we have entered Africa. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna automate exploration for the scout alone, so that he'll just, what do you call, take a look at the entirety of Africa by himself. Uh, yep. Now I'm gonna go for another settler. I would like to expand here, but there's a floodplain, so that's an issue. But still, I don't want Persia entering Europe. So why? That's because Persia has a trading bonus basically. So every time they trade with another civilization, they gain extra gold. So if that were to happen, they would purchase mercenaries basically, and then they attack my what do you call, my empire in the future if there was to be a war, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just try try to avoid Persia expanding to this part of the map. Okay, let's go through here. Then okay, so we've completed the sailing research now. So this is a barbarian scout. So barbarians by default are what do you call, hostile. So I'm gonna just attack this scout, so that if he kind of uh, scouts my empire, he'll report back to the base, the barbarian base, and then they'll train troops accordingly, so that they kind of attack my place, right? But the one good thing about Istanbul is that they can't siege the place really well, because the two tiles adjacent to the city are water. So there is not really a siege unit, water siege unit basically. So they have to either come this way or this way. Again, there is only one land tile. You can't place a siege unit and a warrior unit here. So we are safe in the sense of Europe coming towards us, but the problem is Persia. Now let's go for mining, because I want this stone right here. Yeah, yeah, stone resource. Do you guys like this sort of games, or have you played any similar games like this before? Just let me know. Now, I don't want the scout to live. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is, I think I have enough gold to get a builder. Nope, not even close. I could go for Jerusalem in the start itself because they don't have any troops. I could conquer them, but that would, what do you call, uh, trigger both Poland and Persia, because it's a neutral city state, right? If I were to conquer it, that would cause issues. Okay, so as we are getting close to this place, we've discovered a new resource, rice. That's a good thing. Um, let's just move around for a bit. Yep. Okay, there's a new city state, Anshan. Change policies. Okay, so change policies. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give extra damage bonus to my troops, and then faith and gold in capital city for a while. Okay, you guys can kind of figure out the map, right? See, this is Turkey, this is Europe. See, there's Venice, Italy, right? And then this is Africa. This a part of Saudi. Now, in terms of culture, foreign trade, yeah, I'll get foreign trade. Okay, there's a tribal village here. Okay, got a population. Okay. Okay. Now let's heal for a bit. It's kind of low on health. What's the city state here? Let me. Okay, it's Preslav. Okay. Okay, there's a tribal village here as well. I'm kinda into turn-based strategy games basically. So there is this playthrough on the channel where I played something called as Manor Lords. You kinda, it's a building strategy game, medieval. It's kinda good as well. Actually, it's an indie game. It's really good for an indie game, by the way. You guys should try it as well. Yeah. Turn. See, so we are in the 18th turn, and now it's 3320 BC. So yeah, for today's playthrough, I guess I'll go through 50 or maybe 60 turns, and that would be each and every part, I guess, right? Eye of the Sahara, we've discovered another natural wonder. Okay, and there's a barbarian scout as well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask the chat, like, what do you guys think? Should I explore Europe first, or settle, kind of conquer Europe first, or Africa first? What do you guys think? So if I were to do Europe, I'll have to go through Poland, because there is a land restriction here, so I have to go through Poland and get through Europe. Or else when it comes to Africa, I could just get by Jerusalem by not conquering them, or I could just be aggressive and just conquer and just get into Africa. What do you guys think? Europe, sure. Europe it is. Poland's gonna cause trouble then. So I'll have to prep my troops and gonna What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna control these tiles over here, get a siege unit out there, and then kind of push them. Europe it is. Europe. Okay, so Cyrus is kind of what do you call, expecting us to attack him basically. So that's why this particular dialogue pops up. Deception of food. Until then, I'm gonna just go through these places. Okay, see, there's copper as a resource and there's tea as a resource. Okay, let me get through this tribal village, right? Okay, now for these. Okay, there's a lot of issues by the way, but we'll have to do something about it. There's no other. I'll just push him through here. I'll get another. I'll get a slinger maybe. Yeah. Through here. Okay, I'd suggest you get healed first. And for you, there's a tribal village here. Go through here. There's a diamond as a luxury resource, so we have to get to Africa somehow. But again, as you guys said, we'll go for Europe first. Oh my god. So that's a barbarian base basically. So that's a spearman. There are different classes of troops, by the way. Some unique to some civilizations, and yeah, another stuff. Yeah, there'll be some sort of historical significance to the empire bonus you get, right? So for, let's take Jadvika. Let's see what kind of this thing she has. I think you can't see it, can you? Yeah, I think you can't see other civilization stuff unless and until like you're really good at the game. So yep. So I can only see for Solomon because I'm playing as him, right? Obviously. So kind of let's get this tribal village. Now I'm gonna go for astrology, so that you get a pantheon. Once a pantheon is done and you get enough faith points, the pantheon evolves into a religion. So that how religion works in the game. But why am I getting religion is basically, I'm gonna, again, this is a domination victory, right? So we have to think strategically. So what I'm gonna do is get astrology and get a religion out, and then get that religion and combine with uh, religion cross military policies, and then kind of move around. What? We got a Bahubali reference here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make friends with Jerusalem. So what you do is you send envoys to particular city states, and then they come under your rule basically. So I'm gonna send in an envoy to Jerusalem, and then let's move around. I guess this is Afghanistan, I guess, right? Or yeah, it's Afghanistan. Yeah. Okay, for the scout in Africa, let's just get back because a scout cannot kind of tackle a spearman from the camp. Just go around the back. Then, okay, we got the slinger. So slinger is the what do you call, a version behind the archer. So I would like to kind of keep him here so that in case, let's say, there's an empire, I'm assuming there's an empire here. So if they were to send troops in this way, I have some control over here, right? And then what I'm gonna do is get another. I'll get a monument, and then culture is also really important, by the way. So the policies you make, or the policies you kind of get throughout the game is from the Afghanistan. Oh, it is not. Okay, my bad. Then what would that be then? So I don't know. It isn't it? I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so we've got a trade delegation from Poland, but I don't want that because I'm gonna conquer you. So sad. Okay, now Persia is causing trouble. I guess I have to uh, what do you call tackle the issue of Persia first. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create okay Turkmenistan, really precise. Okay, now I'll get back to Trabzon because I don't want Persia to declare a surprise war. So this is so you see this down arrow, right? So how it works is basically the farther away the cities are from your capital, you basically lose loyalty points. So if I lose enough loyalty points, Trabzon will become a part of Persia. So I have to place cities in such a way that I don't what do you call lose that particular loyalty, right? So now I'm losing it right now. But if I were to create send in a minister, so there are ministers in the game. So sorry, not ministers. So my bad, governors. So you send these are governor classes. So I would send some governor, and then he'll kind of maintain the loyalty. Now for this thing, get another slinger, by the way. Again, this is a domination run, so I try to kind of push through military and policies based on that, right? Let's go to Central Africa. Okay, see, the loyalty is dropping. I have to do something about it. Let's go take a peek at India, maybe. It's far from here, but let's try. I'm sorry about the audio again. I'll just sort it out tomorrow in tomorrow's stream. Yeah. Okay. Go through here. Central. Might as well. I'll go to. Oh. Now I'm gonna fortify myself in case the other scout attacks me. Okay. Okay, now I would like to change this thing. So I'm urban planning. So I'm gonna increase protection in cities. Yep. Mysticism. Yeah. No. I don't want mysticism. Yep. I'll get this. Yep. Yep. Okay, trade route. I have to do something about the loyalty thing. Oh, this is bad. I only got 11 turns to. What I'm gonna do is. Okay, getting all the troops back in. I'm gonna attack Persia. It might fail, but I have to do something about it. What I'm gonna do is this thing. I'll denounce him basically. I don't like you basically. Denounce. I just denounced him. So he's kind of angry. And I have to push all the troops in. Get them in, get them. I think Poland is not an issue right now. Maybe we'll be friends with them now. Okay. So now uh, I'm gonna go for. Is there any animals? Okay. Nope. Okay. So we're gonna select a pantheon basically. So pantheon, I'm gonna take a pantheon that's kind of with regards to mm, what do you call it? Conquering, domination, and stuff. Right. So what I'm gonna do is I either go for God of War. Bonus faith equals to 50% of the strength of each combat unit killed within 8 tiles of holiday. It might seem God of War is the right option, but it isn't. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go for one God of Craftsman production and one faith bonus for improved strategic resources. So strategic resources in the game would be nuclear energy, uh, iron, and stuff. So every time I kind of harvest these resources, I'm gonna get bonus production. That's a good thing. So I'll go for this. Found this pantheon. Continue. Okay, so I could build wonders, by the way. So, and there's holy site. I could try building the wonders, but the problem is, let's say some other civilization builds it before me, then my Stonehenge production will be what do you call it, halted, and the turns I wasted on it is gone. So basically, it takes 18 turns, right? So I have to do something about it. I could take the risk of doing it, or I just jump into a holy site or get another builder in. Another settler in. So I'm gonna get a settler, and then I'm gonna purchase a builder. Okay, he's quite well equipped. What I'm gonna do is get in. Hope for the best that I'd win. Surprise war. So basically, if you do a surprise war, you get 150 grievances. So grievances later in the game will affect how the world views you. Basically, let's say I have a high number of grievances, which means that other civilizations won't trade with me, or they might uh, plot against me. They send in basically spies to what do you call sabotage my productions, my facilities, my cities, that kind of stuff. Right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna avoid that for now, and I'm gonna provoke Persia to attack me first. Let's see if that turns out well. Okay, get them in. Oh, that's too close. Okay, so you get the point. Jerusalem, I'm trying to befriend Jerusalem. So if I befriended Jerusalem, Jerusalem will come to my aid when I attack Persia. So these are Jerusalem warriors. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a policy that provides me envoys, and then send those envoys to Jerusalem. So I would this thing, and there's a 6 turn. So I'm gonna immediately change it to this thing, but again there's two less of a thing. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is let early empire rest right now. There's 8 turns, right? Yeah, 8 turns. Okay, there's a timeline issue in the turn. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just let that do go. um Let me just check who is the suzerain of Jerusalem. No one. Okay, it's no one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start attacking regardless, because I haven't met other civilizations, right? So it just doesn't make any sense. I'll just start attacking Persia. I don't care. Yeah. Shut up. Okay. I don't care. Uh, okay. Get them in, get them in. So what I'm gonna do is, just in time, I have to make friends with Jerusalem, so that what do you call? I conquer Persia. Again, see now Poland is kinda Jadwiga is kinda sad that I'm attacking Persia with no, what do you call? There's no reason behind me attacking Persia, right? But there's no other go. I've selected the domination victory path. I'm gonna just fortify myself here and kinda use the slingers to kinda just get the warriors. Now we've built the stone improvement that gives me masonry bonus. I feel like for the first playthrough, and especially if you are seeing the game for the first time, I feel like it might be overwhelming. Am I right? Just let me know in the chat. I try to cover the basics at least so that you guys can get the hang of it. Again, if you're really interested in playing the game, I'm open to questions as well. Let's just create the farm facility. Okay, there's a storm here basically. So there's natural disasters in the game as well. So you have to kind of counter it accordingly. What I'm gonna do is, okay, who's the suzerain of? Okay, no one. I hope that's the case throughout. Now you get going. Maybe I'll get the fish. It provides me food. There's no other go. I have to do something. Let's just push them. Get this done. Let's do this thing. It's an issue. I could pillage this place and get 50 health back. Should I do it? No. I'll just keep it for now. Okay, no. Again, the archers does. I mean, they're not really archers. The slingers don't do much damage, anyways. Get the quarry done. City losing loyalty. Yeah, that's an issue, right? 3 turns. That's 4 turns going on. I think this is not gonna work out. So what I'm gonna do is, okay, yeah. What's this? 1 turn, right? What I'm gonna do is, you guys said to go to Europe, but that isn't really an option right now. I'm sorry about that. So because I have to figure out, what do you call? I have to basically control the center. And one good thing about Turkey as a starting empire is you are spawned right in center of the world, so you can expand through other places. So I have to kind of get control of these parts at least, these parts, right? So that's why I'm kind of focusing on Persia right now. what I'll do is I'll just send in the, but that's a risk. You know what? You stay here, and in terms of, I'll create a holy site. Yeah. So, okay, we're gonna create a holy site. Maybe next time. Let's get this done. Trader first. Trader first. Sorry. Get the trader first, and then just keep attacking these guys again and again. But if these guys were to build a wall around the city, we have to use siege units. Again, see, I've lost this city. It's a free city right now. Belongs to a free city. Rebellion in 10 turns. So it's a free city now. I have to conquer it. What I'm gonna do is send in troops this way. Okay. Okay, and governor, right? So what I'm gonna do is send in Victor, because he's a military domination based governor. So I'm gonna appoint him to Istanbul for now. And then in terms of culture, let's go with mysticism. Let's these guys. I wanna. Okay, just let's forget about this city now. Let's get control over this. Ooh, it's a lot of damage. Okay. Oh, no. I think I should go back. Yep. Get back. Oh no. In 8 turns, make peace. You know what? Sure. Oh, he's giving me gold. For 30 turns, 7 gold, and one time deals 58 gold, and he wants to make peace. That's a good thing. I'll accept it. Why isn't no one building the Stonehenge? I don't know. I'll create a holy site there and kill these guys. Okay. So to have a strong relations with Jerusalem, I'm gonna send but there's no path, right? Yeah, there is one. So I'm gonna send a trade route to Jerusalem. Just get the job done. Yep, I think so. Yep. Guys, just let me know. What do you call? My voice is kind of okay. You guys are audible. About the game audio, I'll just sort it out in the next stream, right? Conquer this back. How many turns are there? Russia. Heal. What's the problem with this? Some 5 turns. It's gonna get. Come on. E. Promotion available. Now let's conquer it back. Yes. Keep city. Where's the governor? Reassign. Get the archer skill in. The craftsman skill in. Okay. Oh my god. Get the monument in. Jerusalem is mine. Is it? Is it not? No, it's not mine. Okay. I need to send in more envoys to kind of get Jerusalem under my rule. Um, Wait a second. Oh, these are floodplains. Damn, I didn't even notice that. So that's the issue with this stuff. Hmm. So this city will be kind of flooded more often. So that's an issue. But anyways, there are what do you call ways to prevent that. So you can build dams, but for that you need the technology dam. So it's somewhere around here, I guess. Yeah. Okay, now the trade has gone through Jerusalem. Um, get health back up. You stay alert, just so if Persia attacks us, you get healed. Okay, now for you. We'll get the walls built for Istanbul. Get the walls done. And then yeah, stay alert here. I'm gonna attack you anyways, Persia. You got no other choice. Okay, see, the loyalty is going up because I set the governor here. Yeah. Change policies. Now I just keep the policies that way. Okay, now we are gonna actually get more proper units. So there's horsemen, there's spearmen. Before that, I just get the pottery technology done, and another state workforce policy, and then create another city. Yep. See, so the good thing about the one good thing about civilization is that it just records this history of your empire, what it has done throughout the period, and it kind of looks really good, right? So I really really love this part of the game. Sorry. So see, so this kind of you start with it, and then you kind of go, and then you discover another natural wonder, and then you got Trabzon returns to the Ottomans once more. That's another good thing, right? And then you create another city. So yeah, this stuff. Now I can upgrade my slinger to an archer, but it needs to be in a friendly territory, right? So what I'm gonna do is get this guy inside here. I'm gonna upgrade it. So we've got an archer. Now let's get monument. Monuments are actually really important. It's best if you could do it right away as you construct a city. Okay, so we've basically stopped the loyalty issues. So now we can, now our next objective is to befriend Jerusalem, gather their forces and ours as well, and then force Persia out of the map. Just keep my troops in the border. Okay, so this thing, right, insufficient amenities. So this thing is basically if your people are actually unhappy. So, the reason being there's no stuff uh, to spend their time leisurely basically. So you could create carnivals and stuff, or there's zoo as an option for amenities. So any stuff related to entertainment, right? So that would be insufficient amenities. So people are kind of sad about that. um just 45 you, no, just 45 you. Ancient era ends in 8 turns. I guess maybe I could run eras as an episode, I guess. Yeah, that could work. So you discussed pottery. Now I need to really, I'm really far behind technology, science basically. So I'm here right now, and then Cyrus is here. You can't really look at the other empires because you haven't really seen them yet, right? So Cyrus is really, Cyrus is somewhere here. I think he has discovered mathematics. Uh, Discovered or invented? What's the right term for mathematics? I think it's invented, right? I don't know. Okay, so there's construction and engineering. If he gets through engineering, he'll get siege units. So that's an issue. So I have to kind of rush through and then get the siege units first, so that I'll conquer cities that has really good walls. Okay, see, now Persia, knowing that I'm a threat, they've constructed a military district. So military district in itself becomes like a small city, but has way more defense and what do you call, a wall bonus as well. So it has both wall and really good amount of health. You have to cross through that to get into the city. You can directly attack the city, but this is kind of a trouble because it has ranged units in them, so they kind of control the zone around. Okay, so Jadwiga requests for an open border because I feel like she wants to spread her religion to my country and the countries that are like. I think she has to go through me to get to Persia and other countries. So I can accept it because I'm not looking for a religious victory, and I get 2 gold for 30 turns. I don't mind. I'm okay with it. I just accept it. That's what I think. Or she might have mm, concerning intent that might be consequential for me in the future. Let's see. Kind of just to continue. This is what I've been waiting for. Conscription. So every unit you have, the maintenance for that unit is reduced by 1 gold per turn. So basically, you get the point, right? So you guys have to consider the unit's maintenance so that the gold is kind of sufficient enough, right? So your treasury is filled up quite nicely, and you guys can invest in builders and stuff. Yes. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna get a builder. Use the gold to get the builder. Now comes the important part. I'm gonna get this political philosophy done, and in the next episode, we are gonna select a government basically. So just let me show you the governments, types of governments we have. See, so the early classes of governments were these three things: classical republic, autocracy, and stuff. And then later, later on, we got merchant republic, theocracy, monarchy, democracy, fascism, communism. This would be this kind of stuff. And then these are like uh, fictional in a sense, or might come into reality. I don't know. Maybe in the future. So what civilization has done is they kind of created these three forms of government, and they kind of incorporated it in the game. Or there might this might be an actual stuff. I don't know, but these are the governments of the future basically. Okay, now I feel like no one has built the Stonehenge, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'd rather, you know what, I'll give it a try. But no, never mind. I'll just create a shrine and promote. City cannot be put under siege, so I'm gonna get this. So no, the city, the governor is in, Victor is in. That city cannot be put under siege. That's a good thing, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select this, and then kind of push through this thing. For the builder, let's get silk. But can I get the silk? Can I have I improved irrigation? No, I don't think so. No, I haven't got the technology irrigation. So you need to get irrigation as a technology so that you could harvest stuff. Let me check if I have got it. No, I haven't got it. See, so if you get irrigation, you can kind of harvest these resources. But for now, yeah, the school is done. Yeah. I can go for irrigation right now. Yeah. Let's get this guy, and then let's just put him to sleep until I discover irrigation, right? What's this? Cyrus enforces borders. Okay, got it. So he has pushed my troop placement from within his border to my place. So yeah, then I just fortify until I kind of become the Caesarian. So Caesarian, of Jerusalem basically. Okay, I hope that's real soon. Yeah, the world enters the classical era. We've entered the classical era. Continue. Okay, so this is basically, so uh, every time you enter an era, you get uh, this chart basically. So you have to kind of go for the bonus you want for that particular era. So let's take a look which is the closest thing that might help us get domination victory. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get free enquiry, which helps me provide science. If I get science, maybe in the future, in the modern era, I might develop nuclear weapons. But if I were to focus on science early on, I could get the nuclear energy unlocked in the industrial era, which means that I just drop nuclear bombs on every country in the industrial era itself, right? So that's a good thing. I mean, in the game. Uh, so yeah, so let's go with free enquiry. Yep. Okay, I think that's it for today, guys. So we've completed ancient era for now. In the next stream, let's do the classical era run, and yeah, that's about it. See you guys. Just let me know how do you like the stream, and yeah, like and sub. Take care. Bye.